At least they haven't yet. But if they do some other stuff,
Because y'all bright, that's why.
because this is we got no business playing.
We used to always say that about Park Central.
Last year we would have.
Park Central, same thing. They're going out there.
Last year we would at least play maybe 6 so many injuries.
We go to Coffee first game.
First game.
This year we get then Buford comes to us second game.
That's a big one right there.
So you go to 6A Coffee first game, and then Buford gonna come here with 20 buses. The second game is
20 buses, 5-star athletes, all over. People going to play all over. No, we got sports too.
they got Clyde there.
This will take them all 3 minutes. Then we have to wait 3 minutes. Oh, Lord.
Just waiting for our media to get up. Thank you for joining us. Today is Thursday, February the 27th, 2025. The time is 4:33 p.m. The Savannah City Council is convened to hold a public hearing regarding the ability to opt out of the state's version of the homestead exemption pursuant to the official code of Georgia 48-5-44.2. This is our fifth public hearing. We will hold another one at 6 p.m. to give our public ample opportunity to express their wishes and opinions as it relates to the official code of Georgia 48-5-44.2. Each person that wishes to express their intentions before this council have 2 minutes to do so. You will be recognized, and you will have 2 minutes after you state your name and your address. So I declare this public meeting open. Mr. Clerk, do we have any cards? Okay. Is anyone in the gallery have anything they wish to express regarding this public hearing? We're going once. Yes, ma'am. Come on up. No. Yeah, we need you 2 things. So you can come up, and then you're going to need you to fill out a card, but he'll get you the card. And we're going to want you to state your name and your address, and then at that point, the 2 minutes will begin, okay? Wait, do that again. Wait, hold on. Do it again.
Rosalind Goodine. I live at 11908 Idlewood Drive in Savannah. And my question is, why did the tax go up so much? Mine was $429, and it went to $2,135. I saw the gradual change in the taxes, and that is pretty steep, a drastic change and to what I was paying, and I definitely pay more than I'm supposed to pay towards my mortgage. Even when I paid off one of my other houses, I believe that once you pay your house off, it's yours. I know they say you have to pay property tax, but you've paid for the house. So it should be ours and not have to keep paying for what you've already paid for. And so that's my question, and I got it on the table, and I made it my business to get here today because that was a very drastic jump.
Well, thank you for coming. This is not a dialogue, it's really just for us to receive comments. But
Yes.
since you took the time, this hearing is not really about what your question is.
Okay.
And I'll just start, and then Ms. City Manager, if you would. I think we all feel that way. The House deals with the property that you own.
Yes.
The taxes deal with the responsibility we have in terms of citizens to receive municipal services. You own the house, but if the fire comes to your house, somebody has to come put it out.
Of course.
So how's that paid for? Police services, water, sewer, all of those things that constitute city services. The county also charges you taxes.
Of course.
For courthouses and for sheriff's deputies, for district attorney services. And so there's a whole plethora of services related to that. And then the school board also charges. I think it's not fair. I have to pay taxes. I have no chick nor child. However, we all pay into the school system. The school system is the highest taxing entity, then the city and the county. Our tax bill is based off of what's called a millage rate.
Yes.
That is the method that is applied to it.
Yes.
Our values of our property have gone up. So the house that you have when you bought it is worth way more than when you have it. So you have a more valuable asset than what you had before. And so if you use the same multipliers and you have increased value, your taxes go up. And I think we're all experiencing that. For the city of Savannah, we've maintained or have lowered our tax rates over the last 6 years. It's either decreased or we've maintained it. It's the lowest that it's been since 1987. But the reality is, even if we keep it the same and your value goes up, then what you pay or what we pay continues to go up. I don't know if you want to add anything about that, functionally, but it's a good question. It's a valid concern because I feel the same way. My house is exactly the same as it was before. I won't even paint it, and yet the price, the tax bill I pay continues to go up. Yeah, do you have Stephen?
That's what I was going to ask. That's what we need to talk about.
Oh, that might be it too.
That would've locked you in.
Good point. Which is what we're talking about.
Okay.
And this is the house you live in, right?
Yes.
On the
Yeah.
occupied.
We might help you get you a tax exemption.
Okay.
And
When
so-
did you buy your house?
24 years ago.
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Could have froze it in 1999 at
Yeah.
that value.
Okay.
This is all
We'll get you
about-
that information. Let the city
Okay.
manager talk. But then
Yeah.
before we leave here, somebody, all right, Melissa, I want somebody to help walk her through that process because, I mean, we love having all your money. We don't want all your money.
I like keeping it.
I want you to keep your money.
Yeah.
Because like you said,
And-
so.
And Ms. Melissa Carter can talk to you, but I do think that given the numbers that you suggested, what we're talking about here is keeping a homestead exemption in place, which protects homeowners from paying taxes when the value of their home
Home goes
increases
up,
so much,
I
right?
believe we should keep the
Yes.
homestead, but I
Okay.
had to get that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to talk to Ms. Carter, she can
Yes.
help you. The tax assessor's office is with the county, but we can certainly help you navigate that system.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
And Mr. Melder,
And thank you
also,
for coming.
when you reach 65, there is some forms that you fill out where you no longer have to pay taxes.
There is a senior exemption.
Senior
yes.
exemption. Yes.
I don't think she looks like she's anywhere close to 65, right, ma'am?
I'll be 63.
All right.
What?
God is good. God is good. Yes, ma'am. We're going to help you, okay, Ms. Goodine? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Hey,
sir.
I more or less had a statement. Did
All right,
everybody
give us your
realize that
name and your,
almost?
give us your name and your
Oh,
address.
Stephen Wood on Tennessee Avenue.
Okay.
Does everybody realize that almost 3/4 of the voting public voted to opt into this? Almost 3/4, over 2/3 of the people voted to opt in to this, and the floating homestead exemption is icing on the cake. You don't lose Stevenson, you still have it. It does not change anything. It just puts icing on the cake. This lady was talking about how her taxes went up. It deletes the fair market value where y'all can raise it, well, not y'all, but where they can raise the value of the property so high, and it makes it only be able to raise with inflation in increments. And then you also have the option that if you need extra money, you can install a 1% sales tax to help you out with any money you lose, because this is designed to help the homeowner. Homestead exemption, the floating exemption is extra. And whatever exemption saves the homeowner most money, Stevenson Day or the floating exemption, is the one that they have to use to save the homeowner money. That's what it's all about. I don't understand why we don't want to save the homeowner money. Because we're building these big buildings everywhere that we're getting plenty of more taxes.
Which is why we haven't
Now,
raised your taxes.
she said they went up on the property taxes for some reason. It should have been like they did in 08, before 08, when they had the bankruptcies of the banks. They went up on the property. Well, this time, on the buildings. Well, this time they had a shortage of material. You would think they'd be going up on the buildings, but no, they didn't. They went up on the land values. That's kind of strange, but it just seems like some funny business going on. But that's all I wanted to say. I don't need no explanations.
Well,
I
I think I owe because I need to
my
make sure.
main point
I
was
said,
almost 3/4 of the voting citizens voted to opt in.
I voted for it, but I voted for it knowing that the rest of the state deserved what we had. 3/4 of Georgians voted for it. 3/4 of Georgia don't have a homestead
So
exemption.
I realize the other cities don't have a homestead exemption.
Which is why,
This is icing on the cake.
Right, it
does
was
not
supporting it,
harm
Mr.
what you have already.
Mr. Manager?
It gives the homeowner extra
Yeah.
to help the homeowner. It doesn't help commercial businesses, it helps the homeowners.
Mr. Manager? Thank you.
So,
Thank you,
a lot of what was said was absolutely correct. The thing.
So I'm going to sleep because I'm hard of hearing. I can't understand anything y'all say hardly.
All right, I'm saying that you were correct.
You can stand right next to him if you want.
I don't even know who's speaking.
He's speaking.
How are
Know
you?
what you were saying.
I'm blind.
Okay, no worries. No, I'll speak up and I can come talk to you after the hearing as well. What you were saying is correct.
Yes, sir.
Very correct. The HB 581, in theory, as it's written in law, would not compete at all with Stevens Day exemption here in Chatham County. And would be applied if you had both exemptions and you qualified for both exemptions. You would get the one that created the most value. It's not additive to you as a homeowner. It's not an extra exemption. It's you would be given the exemption that created the most value for you as a homeowner. In virtually every instance, because Stevens Day, your county M&O taxes, the taxes you pay specifically to Chatham County, that valuation was frozen. And so that valuation from the county does not rise with inflation, does not rise with CPI. In House Bill 581, inflation, your taxable excess value, your base year tax assessed value, does not rise with inflation for your county M&O taxes under Stevens Day.
$9,000 a year and a half ago, $37,500 today.
That's what it's worth.
They raised it twice. They
Yeah.
skipped 1 6-month period. They raised it, and they raised it again.
Yes, sir. I understand the valuations, and
Does
that's,
not help the fair market value makes me pay more taxes, especially to the Board of Education.
That's correct. Because even in Stevens Day, just like House Bill 581, your school board taxes that you pay every year can raise based on the rate of inflation, no matter when your base tax year was established on your property. That value can rise with inflation. Your county taxes do not under Stevens Day. They're frozen. Under House Bill 581, even your county taxes would rise with inflation. So that's why in Chatham County, virtually for every property owner, Stevens Day is going to provide the most value for the property owner because of those reasons.
Even if you vote to opt in.
That's right.
Right.
So
Vote to opt in.
well, even though this isn't a dialogue, I'll express the reasons why people may have considered not opting in when they already have the Cadillac of homestead exemptions. One, because House Bill 581 is still being tweaked at the State House, even as we go through right now in the past. Two, Stevens Day has survived 25 years of litigation, of challenges. Yes, it will keep surviving. We don't know that that's true for House Bill 581. Then you have to kind of give yourself the gut check. I'm a man, even though I'm the executive of a government. I understand sometimes the limitations of government to implement something well. And so when you're implementing a new exemption, you have to kind of, do you want to be the first ones out of the gate when you already have something new? Do you want to replace?
3/4 of the voting public, almost 3/4 voted to opt in.
Mr. Mayor.
Yeah.
All right,
So
yeah.
I tell you, these people are going to be voting for.
Thank you. They vote 3/4. Thank you,
I
but
just wanted to get my say out.
no, we're glad to have you. We're here.
Was true.
But thank
So
you.
y'all can decide, your constituents, when they see them bills,
Mr. Mayor,
All right, well, thank you. Anybody else?
Mr. Mayor.
Going once? Yes?
Hello.
Hi,
My name
state
is,
your name and your address, and then your 2 minutes to start.
My name is Jacqueline Jones. I'm here for the residents at 2605 Florence Street in Savannah, Georgia. I'm sorry, I don't have enough information. I came for my mother. She did not give me any of this information. So this is to decide on a vote whether to keep the Stevens Day, because I am trying to help her get the homestead exemption, and I heard this.
She doesn't
lady-
have it?
No,
She owns her house?
that's another part of it.
How old is your mom, if you don't mind?
Oh, she doesn't own the house?
No. If you, I cannot waste your time if I can just ask somebody individually.
Ms. Carter? Okay.
Okay. Thank
We
you very
got
much
you.
for your time.
Thank you.
We'll be around, so,
Okay.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Just for a public statement, when the public asks these questions, I believe everybody on this administration, we own property too. And so and I'm a senior, and there's a couple of more people in this, and so it's incumbent that they know that we're trying to do the best deal for ourselves too. And that includes opting out from our perspective. Thank you.
okay, any other comments? Going once? Going twice? Speak now, if ever hold your peace until 6 o'clock. Is there anybody outside? Step outside and look, please.
To the left and
Look
to
to
the
your
right.
left and look to your right.